Puerto Varas, we take a beautiful drive south around the Bay of Puerto Montt to the little ferry port of Caleta La Arena. Afterwards, we make our way through the rough-looking city of Puerto Montt and all the way across to the Pacific Ocean to Carelmapu before going on a bumpy ferry crossing in Maullín. On our way back to Puerto Varas, we check out the Swiss-German lake town of Frutillar Bajo and then drive the spectacular Paso Cardenal Antonio Samoré back into Argentina.
Time to leave Puerto Varas. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Here you can see Carelmapu and Volcan Osorno. It's just a few clouds on the top. This was a great stop here for the night, or for several nights. It's quiet and peaceful, lots of space, free.
Puerto Varas, also known as the City of Roses, is famous for its German traditions and a very popular tourist destination. The origin of the city dates back to 1853 and is named after Antonio Varas, the Minister of the Interior at the time. It was founded by German immigrants who settled the shores of Lago Yanquihue, the second largest lake in Chile.
It's a strange little town. It has kind of like a Swiss-German vibe. It's a busy touristy place. See, that's really nice. You can sit up on the balconies, have some bacon and eggs. You good? I think it's a one-way street anyway. We are going to use the beautiful day to head a little further south, just for a day trip. And the volcanoes are visible in the distance. Here's my favorite house again, with a boat. Another boathouse. It's pretty cool.
It's really nice.
Ah, we're in Puerto Montt at the Costanera. It's just a day drive. It doesn't really matter where we're going, I suppose.
We can see the Costanera.
The driver wanted to go.
Yeah, we had to. We needed power.
We needed power on the batteries.
Yeah.
So we're just going and enjoying the sunny day. Parking spot was a little leany, was a little difficult with drinking our coffee. Todo bien!
Carretera La Arena is a small hamlet with about 250 inhabitants and located at kilometre 45 of the famous Carretera Austral, which begins in the city of Puerto Montt. There's a regular ferry service every day of the year that crosses the estuary with departures every 30 minutes. The ferry trip takes approximately 45 minutes. It's not a place that's mentioned in any of the travel guidebooks. We just came down here on a whim and it turns out to be a really beautiful little gem to discover.
Must be washing day today. There's a little path here that leads to a lookout point. You can tell we're in a fishing village. Obviously it's not sunny that often, so you have to do your laundry when it's a nice sunny day like today. There's a lonesome man coming in with a boat. Very peaceful here. So I just learned this fruit is called murta and it's really sweet. He was so sweet to pick some for me, and you can make a jam out of it, marmelada. It's very, very nice and it's a natural fruit here in this region. Gracias para la explicación. Aprendimos cada vez algo nuevo. This is a really, really nice bay here. Very clean water. This walkway goes all around the inlet here. It's really nicely done. This is where the ferry port is. There's even a small beach here. So this is the end of the walkway with the beach. That's a little gem here. We didn't expect that. Looks like there is a school and a little sports ground here at the end of the path. The next ferry is coming in. An easy get up. While I was quickly out and about to do the pre-shots, the first impression shots here, Helen made us some coffee. But we got here in time because the ferry just pulled in 5 minutes after we stopped and the road was completely blocked. They're all moving onto the ferry right now, but we would have never found this parking spot. So now we have a coffee and cake. We have this yummy, I find it very yummy, chocolate cake from Jumbo and coffee, and then we continue our journey for today. This is a really sleepy town here. Hello kitty kitty.
Daar komt de nächste.
She's lying in the grass.
De nächste komt ook daar. Oep, 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 oep.
There we go. I think we woke you guys up, didn't we? Huh? Did we wake you up? Ja. Ja. Musst du einen kleinen Cuddle haben? Ja. Du bist ja noch eine ganz kleine, bist du ja noch. Bist ja noch, ja, bist ja noch eine ganz kleine Süße, bist du. Ja. Helen just took me down to this inlet. Oh, sneezing. Bless you.
Oh dear. Cat cold.
So this is a little inlet here where the fishermen go in and out, I suppose. And we just walked past all these buildings.
Da sind die anderen.
Oh, do we have small kitty cats everywhere?
There's kitty cats everywhere.
Kitty cats everywhere. Oh, no.
Two there.
See, this must be a really nice place
For the kitty cats.
for the kitty cats and to retire. Bye bye, kitty cats. Helen went on exploring here. I'm surprised because normally she doesn't go on the beach, and she did that even in her house shoes, which is even more amazing. So we're going back down the metal walkway, which is a really nice touch to this little place here. There she is. That's her favorite thing to do. Walking on a nice boardwalk. I'm not even sure if I can walk on the beach here all the way to town. I will check it out. No, it's impossible. Well, you can walk through the water. It's very shallow. The next ferry's in. There's so many ferries arriving here. I think this is the 6th ferry within half an hour. Isn't it excellent here? Helen is happy. Wonderful. They loaded up with shells, with mussels. They're getting pulled down now in the van. Fisherman just told me the mussels are going all the way to Santiago, first to Puerto Montt, then to Santiago. Here's the landslide. Oh yes. Wow, yeah. That one was a massive come down. All of a sudden we get lots of clouds, and we just left Caleta La Arena. But that was worth stopping. It was a really sweet little place. We thoroughly enjoyed that. Now we're driving back to Puerto Montt. It's still very, very impressive here. Helen is enjoying the drive along the water edge. Yeah, it's okay.
There is Puerto Montt.
We're going to go along the whole stretch here to the other side of Puerto Montt, and then we turn off to the 5. Here's my driver. You can tell by the speed. Helen is not giving any space to anybody.
No.
We're moving with the traffic.
You have to
Uppsala.
drive like the locals, otherwise you confuse them tonight.
Watch it.
Yeah, it's a big town.
Lots of painted houses here. This is a city where everything seems to be fenced off.
Yeah,
It's not the safest part in Chile. There's quite a lot of nasty entries in Overlander as well. We're just passing through. This is Mercado Angelmo. Looks like it's falling down. Holy camoli, all the buildings are rickety-rick. There's murals everywhere. night spot somewhere on the I-5 in front of a peaje. It's a big parking lot for trucks and cars, and the best part is this shower block here, it has a hot shower for free, and so we were able to use it. It's not the cleanest, but hey, we're not complaining about a free hot shower. And it was raining last night, so we've got a bit of a puddle here, but it's sunny again, and we're going to continue to Maullín and another place down by the coast. This is Carelmapu. Parking spot right down by the port here.
The charming village of Carelmapu was established by the Spanish in 1602 and sits on the edge of a peninsula that juts out into the ocean. It's surrounded by dramatic scenery like seaside cliffs and lush fields and forests. The vibrantly green landscapes look like something from coastal Ireland or England, and Carelmapu means green place in Mapudungun, the language of the native Mapuche tribe. The town dates from early colonial days when it was a fort, so there are some interesting historic buildings to visit. Today, fishing is obviously the main money maker here in the village, and you can see several monuments and murals dedicated to the shellfish divers of Carelmapu.
So this is what they do for Easter. Some of the houses actually have some kind of a little religious altar set up in front of their door, and that's it. We're off to the Playa Brava, or Bravo, what was it? Brava in Carelmapu. It's a 2-kilometer long dirt road. It's not too bad though. At least it looks like a big parking lot there. That's good. Armada de Chile.
The parking lot by the beach is normally a really good spot to stop for the night, but today is Good Friday and there are lots of people here for the Easter weekend, so we decide to move on.
So, there's obviously a service here. This is the inlet in Maullín. Not quite sure how to pronounce that. I'm going to take a look. The little building is Escuela. What a cool building. It's from 1955. And there's also a church. This is one of these typical southern churches. Unfortunately, it's in disrepair. It's not open either. So this is the ferry port at Maullín or Maullín. There's no ferry right now. Not quite sure if they're running today. It's Good Friday. It's quite windy. On this side, are you? You're good on your side? Best one's on the ferry. Not everybody's getting on. Still over there. It's shaking a little. We're a little under 3,000 pesos. So it was only 2,130. Perfect.
Super.
It's quite a shaky ride here. With this corner here. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to watch this side. And the next ones are already boarding. That was a really fast ride. Across on the other side I can see the church, Maullín. There's a small fishing harbour here. Now we're driving on a brand new road towards Los Muermos. It's from the ferry port only about 29 kilometers. We're going to park at the plaza there, spend the night, and go get some stuff at the supermarket, and tomorrow we're going to return to Las Varas eventually. We're getting snowed on with wood chips. The ridge looks like an Easter procession here. Ran right into it.
Todos inclinamos nuestro rostro para orar al Señor y pedir que...
Frutillar was founded by German settlers in 1856 and is known as the City of Music. Since 2017, it's been part of the UNESCO Creative Cities Network. becoming the first Chilean city to be nominated, as well as the southernmost creative city of music in the world. Teatro del Lago is considered the largest theatre in the country and the best acoustic theatre ever built in South America.
Here's the Museo Alemán. I just jumped out. I was driving the tour again to pick me up. A giant Kuckuck's clock. Very, very German. Nice restaurant next door. That gives me some time to take a video of the hotel Frutillar again. Very nice setup. And there's Helen coming to pick me up again. This is how we do sightseeing. One is driving around the block, and the other one is taking photos. Taxi! Taxi! Perfect!
Perfect timing.
Tourism at its best. What do we need tours for? We can do it all ourselves.
We can certainly do that. This is the grandma tour. I just drive around and around.
We will do that in a wheelchair one day, but never mind, we're not that tired.
Well, we can't pay the parking system here because it's all digital.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So, how are we supposed to do that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah.
But it's nice and sunny. You can see by the wet patches on the ground. It was raining earlier. Big truck. But hey,
We'll take a big swing.
Continue on to Toril Frutillar.
this is the town of
Turn right to
Maullín.
Regente Pérez Sales.
We're heading for Paso Cardenal Samoré. Oh, the roads are really bumpy here. You can tell it's a well-used border crossing. It's going to be another 20 kilometers before we get to the Chilean border side. And then we have to drive 40 kilometers to the Argentinian side. Now this is really nice. Chile is saying goodbye. Ciao. Just a quick stop. Salto los Novios. We don't think we've ever seen it before.
1 kilometre to the border.
1 kilometer to the border?
Yeah.
Okay. Helen's up in her house shoes. So am I.
I'm going to put my trousers on for the border. It's getting a bit cold.
That was the fastest border crossing ever. It was really, really full, lots of cars and lots of people. But it only took us 10
minutes.
10 minutes.
Park, walk over there.
Yeah, we found a parking spot straight away in our house shoes. We raced to the border because there was a bus ride in front of us. Now we have to drive 19 kilometers to the summit, which is the actual border. And then the border post for Argentina is, I don't know, another 15 to 20 kilometers behind the summit or after the summit. So we're off. And the border here is only open till 7, and we managed to get through it at 6:30 p.m. And half an hour later we would have had to stop up there. The road is really, really bad between the borders. Nobody's taking care of them, obviously. But half an hour later it would have been closed. So just on time as usual. Because we want to make sure that we get to Argentina before the rain starts in the middle of the night. It's supposed to be torrential and it's supposed to be less on the Argentinian side, so we see how far we get tonight.
This is not good either.
It's not a fast drive through here. We're weaving in and out of potholes. You gotta watch the traffic from behind because most of the cars don't care about whatever they are not caring about.
No, they don't care about their vehicles.
No.
They just race through these potholes.
And it's
It really is
no rhyme, no
nasty.
reason for anything here. Because you've got these large patches that you cannot avoid. A number of years ago, I can't quite remember when it was, around 2012 or so. Still going around the potholes. There was a huge volcano eruption
The volcano had been inactive for 51 years until the 4th of June 2011, when the eruption lasted until April 2012 and was one of the largest volcanic eruptions of the 21st century. At least 3,500 people were evacuated from nearby areas, while the ash cloud was blown across cities all around the southern hemisphere, including Buenos Aires, Porto Alegre, Cape Town, Sydney, Melbourne and Auckland, forcing airlines to cancel hundreds of international and domestic flights and caused travel chaos. By the 18th of June, the ash cloud had completed its first circle of the globe. An estimated 100 million tonnes of ash, sand and pumice were ejected, equivalent to the load of 24 million trucks of sand, and released power equivalent to 70 Hiroshima atomic bombs. This eruption significantly affected the surrounding environment. The temperature of the Nilahue River, for example, rose to 45 degrees Celsius and killed an estimated 4.5 million fish. Also, large areas in southern Argentina were covered by the ash and eventually killed millions of livestock and wild animals.
So we're over 1150 meters and I got a hiccup, so I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's not working. Helen tried to scare me and I did get scared, but it wasn't working either. She didn't want me to have a heart attack.
So I didn't do it really badly, but I did try.
It usually works. 1250 meters and the Chilean border was around 400. Oh, here you can see them moving the ash. Yeah, you can definitely see the thick layer of ash that used to be dumped, or was dumped here in the eruption. That is a minimum of 5 meters of ash. They obviously did the road a little bit. We don't have that many potholes anymore.
Right-hand summit, on the right.
Oh yes, we can stop here for a quick look. Let's take a look, babes.
Is there any way for me to park?
Yeah, just go over there.
Please drive to highlighted route.
So this is the actual border between Argentina and Chile. Paso Internacional Cardenal Antonio Samoré something, but it's hard to read because lots of people put their stickers on there. And then there's a monument here. And it's quite cold up here. There's a Jesus figure there. And here comes my Jesus. He's cold, isn't it?
It's cold and it's 7:05.
Is it? Pretty cool spot though. I just climbed the little lava dune here and take a look at the sunset. This might be the volcano that erupted, I'm not sure. And this is where we're heading. Another spiky volcano over there. Okay, we just set off again. The pass was at 1,300 meters. It's getting dark now, or darker, sun setting. We better make a move because you have to cross the border. Once you hit one of the border posts, you have to cross the other one on the same day. And it's still battling with the road. I'm still battling with my hiccup.
Keep right.
This looks like a sand dune landscape, but it's all lava. I was just on it. It's kind of like lava pebbles. Yeah, unfortunately the trees are in front of that amazing rock. It's sticking out like a thumb, doesn't it? This doesn't look very good. Somebody got hit here. There are people racing here just to make the borders.
Yeah.
We are not doing that. Hopefully whoever 45 minutes. It was busy, there were a lot of cars. So now it's dark, and we do have 23 kilometers to go to La Angostura. We have to find a spot there. So Helen's taking a check at what's happening outside. Because we're parked next to the Bomberos, which is the fire brigade. The alarm just went off.
So
It's very, very, very noisy.
it's going again. So this is the third time. I thought it was a motorcyclist.
Yeah.
And then he goes...
Hopefully it's not got... Are they going out?
You have to get here first. And then they'll go out.
Terrible.
It's holiday in Argentina, long weekend,
Yeah.
today and tomorrow.
We just had a pizza, a Roquefort pizza, because we needed something quick, and it's lying heavily in our stomach. I almost feel a little sick now, but we were hungry.
After a rainy night in Villa La Angostura, we cross Argentina all the way to the Atlantic Ocean in 2 days on Ruta 23. According to our paper map, Ruta 23 was supposed to be all tarmacked, but that turns out not to be true. In Las Grutas, we decide to take the time for a longer break, a very good decision that we thoroughly enjoy.